you better be watching Big TK Gaming.
That's right. You better watch it. So like, subscribe, and comment.
What's up, YouTube? How the hell are you?
Richie!
How the hell are you? 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 How the hell are you?
What's up, YouTube? How the hell are you? It's your boy Big TK Gaming. I'm back with another video. So if you're anything like me, you have been searching for the best solution when it comes to the Joy-Cons. We all know how garbage the Joy-Cons are. I've discussed this in previous videos when I did other grips or other Joy-Cons, but this one right here might actually be a game changer. I actually ordered this off of Amazon the other day, and man, by far, this is probably the better solution that you could get when it comes to Joy-Cons. They're similar in the Hori Split Pad Pro. You guys are going to see it in a minute when I actually unbox it. I definitely recommend getting these, man. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Man, y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe and comment below. We're going to go ahead and do an unboxing for the Binbok, I guess that's how you pronounce it, Joy-Cons. Let's get on with the video. All right, YouTube. I guess the company name is Binbok. It says born the game, and it's a plain white box. I mean, there's nothing much going on to the box. You got a layout on the back of the box, how you can use the gamepad, the different options, along with a QR code. It probably show you, different information about the company and the product that they sell. So, like I said, it's not really much going on with the box. So let's go ahead and open this thing up, y'all. Now, I don't need my handy dandy knife. We can just actually open it. Got another QR code right there. See if we can go ahead and get this out of here. So, of course, you get your USB-C. Looks like it's a USB-C cord. Let's get this out of here. So, let's take a look. And yep, it's a USB-C. Nowadays, there's nothing that should be using micro USB. Everything should be, charging with USB-C, and I'm glad I got a bunch of those cables around. You get a thank you card, says thank you for trusting and using our product, blah blah blah. Let's look on here. Oh, it has a switch dock with a cooling fan. That's pretty cool. I might actually have to look into that. Might have to check that out. But yeah, so we're gonna set that to the side. Of course, you have your manual or your instruction guide, and this thing is thick, man. It says welcome guide, wireless controller. Of course, this is made out of China, is manufactured out of China, but it looks pretty cool, man. It looks pretty legit. Doesn't look like it's crappy from what I've seen. The reviews that I've seen on Amazon, people have been pretty pleased with this thing. That's what made me actually go ahead and purchase it. So yeah, this is a lot of instructions for a controller. It can't be, let's say, charging instructions. Let's see, it says low voltage alarm, so I'm guessing it lets you know if it's not enough power. I mean, I guess that's a pretty cool feature. If it's not drawing enough powers to the Joy-Con, you have the reset button function. So it gets in pretty much good detail into how to use the thing, so that's pretty good. Sometimes you get certain products and it's very vague of how you use it or what to do, so that's pretty nice. So let's go ahead and get to the coup de grace, the main course, the entree. And that's the gamepad itself, the Joy-Cons themselves. So look at that, man. That thing almost resembles a Pro controller. It really does. It definitely looks like a Pro controller. So it feels very comfortable. Like right off the bat, I can tell it feels really good. You got two USB-Cs. It looks like each Joy-Con has their own USB-C charging port. So I guess that's pretty cool. The bumper buttons feel nice. The analog. The buttons feel nice and responsive. D-pad feels pretty good. It's not a bad D-pad. I don't think the D-pad is just as good as as good as the one on the Hori Split Pad Pro, but I'm gonna test that out. We're gonna go ahead and look on the back. And of course, you got your mappable buttons, just like the Hori Split Pad Pro. And yeah, it has this texture on the back. You see, also you have these two buttons. I'm not sure what those are for. I think they might be to control the LED and probably for the mapping. But yeah, man, it feels legit. Doesn't feel bad at all. You would think it feels cheap. Doesn't feel cheap. A lot of times you get these Chinese products. Let me get my camera to focus. Give me a second, y'all. Bear with me. There we go. A lot of times you get these products, man, sometimes they feel flimsy as hell, but thank God this is not the case with this particular product. You got your home button, you got your picture button. I'm guessing, I think this is what that's called, but this texture feels great in the hand. The curvature of it feels great. Let's go ahead and take it out. Now, from the main reason why I bought these things is because you can actually play with these regular Joy-Cons. They have all the functionality that a regular Joy-Con would have. So you get your gyro, you get your rumble, you get all those things, all the things you don't get in this bad boy, which is the Split Pad Pro, which is my go-to to play my Switch in handheld mode. But it's similar, as you see. It's just the layout looks very similar. You have the mappable buttons, you have the texture on the back. But one thing I want to add, the curvature of the this Joy-Con that I have here, the Binbok Joy-Con, it is totally more comfortable. The other one the Split Pad Pro kind of digs into your hand. I don't think you really realize that until long sessions of playtime. But the curvature feels more, you know, on par with a regular controller with the Binbok gamepad or the Binbok Joy-Cons, whatever you want to call them. Man, and you see, you can actually use this as a controller by itself, but I mean, that would be uncomfortable. So let's go ahead and power up my Switch. Give me a second. So I just want to see if the Nintendo Switch will actually recognize the Joy-Con. Oh, it did. It did the whole little Joy-Con snap. That's pretty sweet, because the Split Pad Pro, when you put them on the rails, it doesn't recognize that it's there, but it does, you know, play. But that's cool that it actually does the whole little, you know, snap for the Joy-Con. So, you know, that's pretty sweet to me. And as you can see, the LED around the analog looks pretty dope, bro. They're not too bright. They're not distractingly bright. So it's a nice little, it's a nice little illuminating, you know, look to it. So, man, the D-pad feels pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy, and I haven't even played with the thing that much. So just the look of it, just to look how it looks. Let's take a look and see at the back. It doesn't seem like it's as long as the Split Pad Pro. You know, with the Split Pad Pro Joy-Cons, it makes the thing look a little girthy. And I see this on Amazon. Somebody had posted the fact that it actually can stand the Switch up by itself. So that's a pretty cool, you know, additional option that you can play it. Say if you want to stand it up and just use some other Joy-Cons on it, it makes a great stand. But yeah, man, these things are freaking comfortable. I am so surprised how comfortable they are, and like I said, I haven't put too much time into them, just trying them out right now. So let's get into a game and let's see, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know how it plays, how it responds. So my game of choice is Streets of Rage 4. I just want to test the D-pad out, you know, in gameplay. It's probably not the best game to test out the D-pad with, but I felt like, you know, for a 2D side scroller beat 'em up game, is, you know, it'll definitely get the job done, and it actually is. This is a good D-pad. It's not the best, I guess you would say, out there. I think it's just on par with the Split Pad Pro, which is not a bad D-pad. So for all you D-pad snobs, this is a decent D-pad. It definitely gets the job done. And I just love the feeling of the controller in my hand, man. It just, the buttons are very responsive. They have a nice feedback to them. Everything feels pretty good, man. I actually love the way this thing feels in my hand. It's the grip and the comfortableness that I enjoy the most. I can feel myself putting hours of gameplay into this. So I actually just wanted to show you guys another look at the Binbok Joy-Con and how they work. Like I said, unlike the Split Pad Pro, you can actually use these things wirelessly. You can actually use them like a regular Joy-Con, and they do have all the built-in functions that a standard Joy-Con would have in them. As you can see, I'm using it wirelessly. I don't have to have it hooked up to the actual Switch like the Split Pad Pro, and I'm not down in the Split Pad Pro. The Split Pad Pro has been my to-go-to for handheld options, but this right here just opens up the door, just functionality when it comes to playing in handheld mode, when it comes to playing, you know, using it as a Joy-Con. See, it would suck trying to play it like this, which you have the option because it has the shoulder buttons right there. But I most definitely wouldn't advise playing it like that because it's just so uncomfortable, and it's a well-made thing, man. We're gonna see if I can change the LED to it. I think you press that particular button. I think I read in the instructions that you press this button and you push in the analog, and it should change the LED color. Let's see. There we go. I got to do something. It's like a rainbow type of thing going on now. But it does have different LEDs that you can set them to. You can actually put it where it can just cycle through different LEDs, and it looks like right now it just has a mixture of different LEDs going on, LED colors, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and slide it back on there. Oh, it didn't do it. Wait a minute. Hold up now. Oh, it was a little late that time. Let's see. I wonder what took it so long to catch. Let's try it again. There we go. Man, that is satisfying. And this is just to show you the difference of the size of the Split Pad Pro and the Binbok Joy-Con. They're very similar in layout of the analog, the actual buttons, the bumpers, and the triggers, which the triggers actually feel quite similar. I believe the Hori Split Pad Pro might be a little bit more tighter than the actual Binbok Joy-Con. And so I'm just going to show you what a standard Joy-Con looks like. And you might hear, and this, you know, you might hear my switch making noise in the background because both controllers are synced up right now. But of course, this thing is miles better than the standard Joy-Con. As you can see, the grip has no grip on a regular standard Joy-Con. And you see this one has that curvature that'll fit quite nicely into your hands, especially if you have large hands like me, man. I definitely recommend buying this. It was only $49.99, which is actually cheaper than the Split Pad Pro. So you get all the functionality of a standard Joy-Con. You get your gyro, you get your HD rumble. Well, it's not necessarily HD rumble, but you do get the vibration with it, and you can actually use it wirelessly. So like I said, I'm not knocking the Split Pad Pro. I love that thing, but this is basically what the Split Pad Pro should have came equipped with, because a lot of people would not play it because you could not play games like Breath of the Wild. I definitely highly recommend investing in these Joy-Cons, the Binbok Joy-Cons. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below, man. It's your boy BTK Gaming. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I'm out.